Just leaving our camping spot in the Uinita Mountains. Or is it Uinita? Uinita. Tomato. Anyway, it's a lovely spot. And I think I'm glad that we did this instead of the Sam's Utah horseshoe thing, because it's really pretty up here and it's nice and cool. Had a great morning. I got up pretty early. It was funny doing the bear bag last night. We suck at it. It was like 6 feet off the ground. I think it's supposed to be more like 12. But anyway, I got that down this morning, which was quite easy because we didn't do it correctly. Then I went on a little hike. Then I made a delicious cup of coffee, sat on a stump, listened to the birds. It's pretty awesome. Then I did my business in the woods. It's my first poo in the woods on this whole trip. All the campgrounds I've stayed at had facilities or at least a pit toilet. And I have to say, I'm pretty damn good at shitting in the woods. I have accuracy. I leave no trace. I was thinking this morning if there was a world championship of shitting in the woods, I might have a shot. It's a real skill that I have. I was also wondering, I'm guessing there's probably no way to monetize shitting in the woods, but if there was, I could make some cheddar. Anyway, we're headed over Bald Mountain Pass, going up the UTBDR a little bit. Then at some point, I think we head over to TAT's route. I think we hit Wyoming today, but then I think we go back into Utah somehow. It's looking like a nice day. It's nice and cool. It was freezing last night. Really good sleeping weather. I was digging it. I think we turned off the Miracle Lake Highway onto some forest road. It's part of the BDR, and it's quite pretty. But man, after all the slab yesterday, I gotta get my dirt legs back.
first gear.
Too early in the morning for this shit. Damn. I mean, damn. Whew. I'm ready for bed. What's up? Hey, horse. See you later, sheep. I thought those RVs would mean better road. Nope. Okay. Remember how we got the replacement drone? Guess who crashed it first time up? Guess. Take one guess. Yup. That's right. The world champion shitting in the woods guy. What a dummy. I think it's fine, but we'll find out later. Note to self, don't try to fly the drone on a road like this. It doesn't work. Because I usually, that front case there is where the drone stuff is. And I hook it to that phone right there. And then I launch the drone. And then I lay the controller right in that case, leave it open a little bit so the antenna can antenna eyes, and that's it. Well, on a road like this, everything bouncing out, just a freaking nightmare. So that's the last of that. Look at John enjoying his new tires. Had a rather deep water crossing, and I was not as elegant as at the water crossing as I am shitting in the woods. Not at all. No comparison. I got wet. I don't think I quite got it over the boots, so it's not that bad. But man, right into the fire today. This stuff is pretty hard. It's pretty. Oh, but it's hard. Stopped, I was gonna say to John, you enjoyed that, didn't you? But he beeped in and he's like, I love this road. He's such a freaking masochist. Because he's a sick individual. I mean, it is kind of fun, but it's also painful. Anyway, I'm not looking good, but I am not falling. So, by my measurements, I'm doing pretty good. John looks cool doing this stuff. He's like standing up, leaning over, doing all this trials type stuff. I'm just like bouncing a foot off the seat, looking like an idiot. But there's not many people except John to see me looking like an idiot, so who cares? It is a really pretty road. And we flew the drone because we had exited the national park land. This is all private property. I can't imagine who could own all this. It's the same sign, so it's, I guess, the same people. It's just crazy. Oh. Okay, see that? Almost went down for no reason. That's annoying. Alright, that one wasn't bad. I didn't look bad on that one. I didn't look pro. I did look amateur. But maybe like top level, mid-level amateur probably. I assume these poles mean that the snow gets that deep, which is pretty nuts. I'm not sure what elevation we're at. I think this front wheel ABS is keeping me out of a lot of trouble too. It's a pretty good thing to have. I'd definitely be locking it up all over the place, which would not be a good scene. there's these weird old jalopy trailers dotted all over this property. That one had a little solar plant panel on it. And I just wonder what the deal with those is. I guess the owner's probably like, Clint, go out to jalopy number 2 and monitor the situation. I don't know what. Maybe it's when the cattle's around here or something. I assume this is a cattle ranch. And it gives them a place to go, or maybe it's sheep. We saw the flock of sheep back there. I don't know. I'd like to know. This road's gotten a little better. A bit back, it was really rutted from 4x4s. And I was thinking how bad it would be if it was wet. But it's nice and bone dry. You probably already realized this, but these birch groves are like my favorite thing. They're so freaking awesome. Another one of those trailers. Jalopy number 4. Stop for a chill drone shot just to get my confidence back. I cannot believe that. I'm getting all these high altitude warnings. There's something about the high altitude it doesn't like. And it says, be careful flying in high altitudes. So there you go. Oh, in that last trailer jalopy, my battery in the GoPro died, but there was a guy in it. And it looked like there was like a bunch of feed, maybe, and some supplies, and there was a flock of sheep right there. So I guess that is what they use them for. They just like hang out with the livestock. Out there somewhere is Wyoming, and that's where we're going. I think we're trying to get to Garden City tonight. And the deal is it's Utah now, then Wyoming, then Utah again, then Idaho. I need to look at a map to see how that all works, but that's the deal from Johnny Powell. And the scenery's changed once again. We're out of the sort of alpine birch grove situation and into some more, I don't know, I guess scrub stuff. Not really desert, but just sort of scrubby. And the weather's really nice. It's probably 75 or something, but it feels cool when you're riding. And if all the different BDRs are like this, I want to do them all someday. This is really, really cool. Good Lord, man, this is freaking awesome. Just rode that spine of that sort of mountainy hill over there on dirt. Just dropped us onto this road. Holy crap. I hope this video is doing it some sort of justice, because this is amazing. I feel like I could tell you this was Mongolia and you might believe me. I've had the chance to travel to some really cool places, like where Argentina, South Africa, Vietnam, Thailand, China, Japan, Europe. And anyway, we saw some amazing, crazy places in all those countries, but man, America just has got it going on. There is every single type of landscape in this country. Every single one. I mean, America, you're rocking out, dude. For real. I appreciate you. And I think somewhere right here, we've crossed into Wyoming. So see you later, Utah. You were a weird state with lots of contradictions. You got some harshness. You got some heat. And then you have these incredible mountains and lakes. Very cool state. Wyoming, I think I've only driven through Wyoming. I've never spent any time here. And I'm psyched to do that. This is totally Mongolia, right? Future Ange, you gotta flash a little clip of Mongolia from that Ewan McGregor, whichever one that was. Is it Ewan McGregor? You'll figure it out, Future Ange. Thanks, man. it through Mongolia to Evanston, Wyoming, I guess, and gassed up there, and now we're headed toward Garden City, Utah, and we're on a 55 or 60 mile an hour road, and Little Ugly Home Fry doesn't want to go over like 46, 47. I think we have a little headwind, so we're not making friends, but we're trying to let people pass as we can. This is why I actually prefer a 4-lane road. This is stressful. Well, our Wyoming jaunt was pretty short, but very cool. I don't know if you saw that speed limit sign, but it said 65. Let's see what Little Ugly Home Fry says. 45. It's quite a difference. Also, the weather said clear, yet the weather seems to be saying not clear. I'm hoping this is just like a haze. I don't see any clouds really. Oh. I'm psyched to get off this road. Again, I know there's nothing to these imaginary state lines, but I swear something happens when you cross one. The temperature went up, and we're back to this like deserty scrub stuff right away. Maybe it was like that before the state line and I just didn't notice it. Hey, I'm here for the volunteer position I saw advertised in the newspaper.
Ah, yeah, come on in, kid. Have a seat. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, great.
Here's the thing. I got a chair, right? A chair. But this chair can go 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour.
You have a chair that goes 80 miles an hour.
That's right. It's like a chair that goes 80 miles an hour down the road.
Okay, so what's the volunteer part of this?
Well, I want you to test it.
Hold on a minute. How do you get a chair to go 80 miles down the road? 80 miles an hour down the road?
Listen, I put wheels on it. I put wheels on a chair. And it goes 80 miles an hour. Well, in your case, it goes about 45 miles an hour. But it goes pretty fast for a chair.
So, you invented the wheelchair?
No. A wheelchair has 4 wheels. My chair has 2 wheels.
Okay, that seems kind of unstable. Why wouldn't you just have 4 wheels?
Kid, why would you want to pay for 4 wheels when you can pay for 2? This chair only has 2 wheels. It's a bargain. You get all the wheels you need for half the price.
Okay, so So it's like a wheelchair, but
No. The wheels aren't on each side of the chair. The wheels are one in front, one in back. And it's a chair.
okay. So it sounds like a bicycle.
You ever seen a bicycle go 55 miles an hour?
I don't know, I think bicycles can go that fast if they...
No. With no pedaling. No pedaling needed.
Okay, so you've got a chair with one wheel in the front, one wheel in the back. And my job is to volunteer to test it out. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. I just need to test it out.
Are there any safety features like a seat belt or airbags or, you know, accident avoidance, anything like that?
No, you don't need any of that. I'll tell you what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a hat. That's all you need, is this hat.
A hat. I'm going to go 50 miles an hour on a chair, and all I need is a hat.
That's right. It's like a football helmet. It's a hat. And that's all you need. Just a hat. You don't need any of these other safety features. Again, I'm trying to save you money here.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not buying whatever this invention is that you've created. It sounds like a really stupid idea. I don't know why anyone would ever ride a chair going 55 miles an hour or more down a road. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, kid, you got no vision. You got no vision. This thing's gonna catch on. I'm telling you. There's gonna be gangs of people going down the road in a chair. It's gonna be my chair with the wheel in the front and the wheel in the back. Not a wheelchair. I'm gonna call it a. Well, what am I? I'm gonna call it a chair with wheels. Yeah.
Okay, listen, man. I am not going to do this. I'm not interested in the volunteering position. I mean, I wish you all the luck in the world with your invention. I can't say I have a lot of faith that it's going to catch on, but, you know, good luck. I hope you do well.
Hey, kid, it's no problem. It's no problem at all. I'll find a volunteer. And, you know, honestly, I certainly wasn't going to do it myself. It seems dangerous. So I'm looking for someone else to try it out first. But if you're not interested, it's fine, you know? Let's go out to lunch. I'll buy a martini and a wedge salad. And, you know, just for showing up. Martini and a wedge salad.
Well, that sounds great. I love martinis and wedge salads. I can't have blue cheese though. It's a long story, but I'd love to join you for that.
All right, let's go. It's just down the way. It's called Joe's Steakhouse. I'll take you down there for a martini and a wedge salad.
The point I'm trying to make here, I think, is pretty obvious. Riding a motorcycle is one of the stupidest, most idiotic things anyone can do. It should be illegal. It's so stupid. I'm literally just going down the road then this is a super slow motorcycle, going 45, 50 miles an hour on a chair. That's what this is. I love that motorcycles have this sort of cool, badass mystique, but you're going down the road on a freaking chair. And in the case of the CT125, it's less a chair and more a toilet. It feels exactly like you're sitting on a toilet. In fact, like in Oklahoma, when I was doing 300 miles a day, I would have to stop myself from using the bathroom because I thought I was on the toilet. You know, I had to shake myself awake a little bit. Had a few near misses there, but the seat's waterproof. I'm not sure if it's crap proof, but it never went that far. I'm talking about taking a crap a lot today. I'm not sure what that's all about. Anyway, we've been on this road for a million years. Actually, we just turned off on this road. It's a little better. There's less traffic, which is nice. I don't know what this haze is. I wonder if there's a... It doesn't smell like anything. Like, I don't know if there's any forest fires around or what, but it's weird. We saw this sort of haze a couple days ago, too. Anyway, I don't think it's weather. I think it's something else. So we're hoping to get something cool soon. This is pretty and all, but get us off the pavement for a little while. I haven't seen a prairie dog in a long time, a couple days, but I noticed that they have to do a lot of work to scurry across the road. Like, they're putting out some serious RPMs, or whatever the prairie dog running equivalent to RPMs is. PDR, I guess. And I was thinking they kind of got screwed by evolution. Having those tiny little half-inch legs. It's not good for them. They need some longer legs. I'd like to see a prairie dog with like 2 foot legs. Not like 2 feet on each leg, like the distance 2 feet. You know, give them some running power. Instead of 8,000 strides, they could make it across the street in like 4. Evolution's mean, man. I'd like to see a prairie dog like those big things in Star Wars that clomp along, the huge elephant legs but longer. I'd like to see one of those, but just a little prairie dog body on the top. Actually, I'd like to see one of those right here, run across the road. That would make my freaking life. I'm willing it into existence. It's gonna happen. Come on. Come on, Star Wars prairie dog. Damn it. What if it did happen? Little ugly home fry, you are such a wimp. I'm in second gear going up a hill, going 35, winding it out. Or I can go to third gear and just lose power. Third gear losing power is a much better sound. Maybe I'll stick with that. Star Wars prairie dog. Future Ange, you gotta make a graphic of the Star Wars prairie dog. I know it's a hassle, just try. If you can't do it, it's fine. If it takes more than 5 minutes, obviously don't do it. You should never work on anything if it's going to take longer than 5 minutes. Future Ange and I agree on that, at least. Okay, let's talk about the motorcycle wave. Here it comes. There's one. There, yep. Oh, yep. There were 2 more. Okay, seriously, let's talk about the motorcycle wave. I've talked about this before in other videos, but it's worth mentioning again. I'm totally against the motorcycle wave. I don't see what the purpose is. Yes, you and I both own motorcycles. We can see that. We don't need to acknowledge it in any way. It's just a fact. Right? What is the point of the motorcycle wave? I mean, people are like into the camaraderie. I get that. But we're both on motorcycles. Well, that's enough camaraderie. Why do we have to wave? I'm out here to escape obligation. And the motorcycle wave is an obligation. I'll do it. I do it every time someone does it to me. I'm not going to be like a party pooper or anything. But damn, I mean, Jesus Christ. Why don't we just pass by? I know you're thinking in your head, hey, there's a dude on a motorcycle. You know I'm thinking in my head, hey, there's a dude on a motorcycle. Why do we have to signal that? It's a given. I know this idea is not going to catch on, but oh, the motorcycle wave. It's exhausting. I mean, it's so much work to go like that. Come on, little ugly. Get us somewhere, please. Jesus. Gravity is not our friend unless it's going the other way. Being a pegged in third gear race. I just pulled ahead for a while. Now Johnny Powell's pulling ahead. I don't know how he's doing it. I think he installed some kind of special stuff in his bike so he could go half a mile faster than me. Okay, I gotta shift a second, don't I? Have to. Oh, maybe I was in fourth. Maybe that was a fourth race. This is so boring, I can't even tell you. I really want some dirt, and as soon as I get on that dirt, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is brutal. Oh, I'm pulling ahead. Pulling ahead. Pulling ahead. Yes! Oh, John's in crouch mode. You see him? Oh, here comes gravity. Here comes gravity. If we can ever get there. When's the optimum time to shift? Is it now? 34? I'm still gaining speed. 35? Shifting! A million motorcycle waves. Hello, hello. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, look, John is way back there. I smoked him. It's a proud moment. Yes, yes, we own motorcycles. Yep. Mine's tiny and yours is huge. It's not something I'm proud of saying, but
I said share the road, ATVs and log trucks. That's yeah.
I was basking in the glory so much that I totally missed this turn. But now I got what I wanted. We're back on dirt. We'll see how long I enjoy it. Just so you know too, you've probably seen all these no trespassing signs throughout the trip, and they freaked me out at first, but they're not for the road, they're for the land, so you don't have to worry about it. They're often confusing though, because they're like usually on gates on either side of the road, and it's all posted no trespassing, but it's just for the land. The roads are public. Oh. Okay, not sure what that was all about. These snow poles, like I think they're for so the snowplow knows where the road is. Maybe. I guess that's what they're for. But it reminds me of this job I did in God, where was it? It was somewhere in the desert, way out on BLM land. What was it for? I think it was for antiperspirant of some sort. I can't remember what the commercial was, because who cares? But anyway, it was way out in the desert. And I was a production manager. And we had this great location guy. Scott was his name. And, you know, so his job was to get everybody there. You know, you have to put out signs. And it was far and it was weird. And it was like barely roads. So he really had to put out a lot of signs and stuff. And so we all got in there, the whole crew, we did the commercial, whatever. And then everyone left. And I was there with the coordinator, Ursula. I think it was Ursula. And, you know, we were wrapping things up, doing all the stuff you have to do at the end of the day. And the location guy was like, you know, you're all set for getting out of here. I've got LEDs along the road. Just pick them up as you come out. And we're like, that's cool. Yeah, go ahead and go. We'll be fine. And so I can't remember why, but our shit took us way too long. And so we finally, I can't remember what we were driving. I think it was just our own personal cars. And she had this old, weird Datsun, and I had this awesome, I forget what year it was. It was like a 62 Plymouth Reliant. I loved that car. It was convertible, gunmetal gray. It was beautiful. But anyway, they weren't the most reliable cars. So we get on the road, and there's all these red blinking LED lights. And so very easy to follow. And, you know, we'd stop and grab them off the ground as we went. And then they started to get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until they completely stopped. And we're in the middle of nowhere, no landmarks, just like desert. And we had no idea what to do. No cell service, nothing. And I'm trying to figure out, I can't even remember how we got out of that. I have a feeling it might have been a 2-day shoot, so maybe we stayed in a hotel. And I think the location guy was like, where are they? And realized something must have gone wrong. and came out and somehow found us. Not exactly sure how, but that was pretty scary. I'm not even sure why. Oh, the snow things, right. Okay, so we passed a campground not too long ago, and there were some little kids riding their bicycles, and I totally waved at them. Right? So I'm thinking about this all wrong. Motorcycle wave is not an obligation. You're just waving hi. Don't get all complicated about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my problem is. So anyway, I'm back on the motorcycle wave. I'm back on the little kid wave. I'm back on the farmer in the tractor wave. I'll wave at anybody. I'm gonna go on a waving spree. So anyway, I apologize for disparaging the motorcycle wave. I need to just think of it as a wave. Like, hey, what's up? Glad we got that worked out. This is a nice road through the forest. I'm digging it. There is some soft sand, not too deep, but a little sketchy. Man, I've been missing my family the whole time, but this morning when I was kicking it on the stump, drinking some coffee before John was up, I was really missing them. They went to Hilton Head with the dog. Hilton Head Islands in South Carolina, beach town, and they're kicking it for the week. And I think they're having a lot of fun. I don't love the beach, but I wish I was there. Oh, Jesus. just took a little liquid break. And there's a big gully. And John was showing me the way trials work a little bit. Oh, I should have filmed it. Why didn't I film it? Anyway, trials are weird, man. But it takes total skill. I'm sure most of you know what it is, but they set up gates like slalom skiing and all these obstacles, and you have to get through the gates, and they go like super slow, like barely moving, which takes a lot of balance, obviously. And I guess if you dab, which is putting your foot down, that's a point. And if you miss a gate, that's 5 points. And it's kind of like a golf game. Whoever has the least points at the end of the match, or whatever you call them, wins. But I was asking him if people give lessons in that, because man, if you could control a bike at that slow speed, I mean, you can see how that would just improve your riding all around. Because his foot almost never goes down. He's always like standing up, going through the technical stuff, doing these crazy sharp turns, where I'm like one of those stick puppets that you pull the string and the limbs go everywhere. That's kind of my style. It would be cool. See that prairie dog? How many PDRs was he doing to get across there? We gotta have the Star Wars prairie dog. Anyway, I need to do a deep dive on trials. Watch some YouTube videos. It'd be cool to learn a couple of those skills for real. John's tried to show me, but I don't know if I'm the best student. I am picking up some little things, but I still go into freak out mode. I think a lot of it is just I don't have the confidence. I don't trust the bike as much as he does. Or I don't trust my skills on the bike, which causes the freak out. I think if I would just be confident, I might do better. You'd think after riding halfway across the country, I might have gotten better. Maybe I have, but I'm still no pro. Right, Cal? Yep. Anyway, we're back in Mongolia. And all this land for I don't know how long we've gone is one ranch. And it's so weird. Like, I think that's the only cow I've seen. So I don't get what all the land is for. here apparently is where we part ways with the BDR and head to Garden City and then head back to Sam's route. This was a nice day of riding. Lots of different stuff. Some bummer high-speed pavement roads, but other than that, really, really cool.
How was your wedge salad, kid?
It was really good.
You want another martini?
Sure. We just stopped at Bear Lake Overlook. I guess that's Bear Lake. And we're headed to sort of the other side on the left there. Try to find some camping. It's a Saturday night and it's busy out here, so I'm not holding out much hope. Go in here and gas up, get a couple of beers to bring with us and see what happens. Had another motorcycle guy come up and look at the plates and was like, "You guys got heart." So funny. And everyone's like, "I remember these bikes from the 70s or those early Honda bikes, the 110s and the Trail 70, all those. People just loved those things, man. Still love them. Honda made a brilliant move with these bikes. We're lucky to have gotten ours. People are still having trouble getting them. And this haze is definitely from fires, some wildfires. My sister sent me something about Willow Creek wildfire, maybe, something like that. I don't know where that is, but I'll have to find out tonight and make sure we're not headed towards it. See, this guy's doing 40 on a bicycle. Damn. He is crazy. At least he's got a hat on. Show him what little ugly home fry can do. Not much more than he can with his legs. Well, we just went through Bear Lake, gassed up, got a couple beers, and there's no way there's going to be an open campground. It's so packed, that little town. Pretty cool. But it's what, 6 o'clock? And we got no clue. And it doesn't really look wooded up here. So, not sure what we're doing. We might just go into Idaho. I don't know what that's gonna solve, but you know how it is when you cross the state line, everything changes. So we're just gonna keep going until we figure something out. And I'm hoping that's before it gets dark, and more importantly, before the beers get warm. Because I've got some dust to wash down. Today was pretty hard, man. Pretty fun, but pretty hard. Two minutes later, we're already in Idaho. So there you go. I didn't know it was that close. I think that's it for Utah. Utah was very surprising. All right, Johnny Powell found a campground on Google that we're just driving up to, see what happens. Everything was so busy by the lake, so maybe because this is off the beaten path, maybe there'll be something. I think we had it in our mind that this was going to be forest, like we camped in last night, that we could just maybe find some dispersed camping, but it's just not like that. Find a spot. I don't have high hopes. All right, Johnny Powell found a spot. The beers are still chilly. We did, what did I say our stats were? 188 hours and 45 minutes, something like that. How'd you feel about today's ride, Johnny Powell?
It's hard to remember it all. Oh yeah, so we start off on the Mirror Lake Scenic Byway, which was pretty darn cool. There's a lot of like cruiser Harley type bikes. I could see that being a lot of fun out there on that road. And then we cut over and we did some of the Utah BDR, which was badass, gotta say. There are some expert or like advanced sections that you can take, and we just stayed on the straight route with these bikes, and it was still a lot of fun. It was rocky, hill climbs. There's a lot of traffic too. There's a lot of ATVs. That seems to be the thing to do out here. And then we got back on some more highway. Some of it was not great. And then we got back on more BDR, which dumped us out right at the lake what's it called? Bear Lake, which is really beautiful, but because of a wildfire somewhere, it was a little hazy. I tried to take a photograph, and in the camera you couldn't even tell the difference between the sky and the water, so I didn't even take a picture. Yeah, but then now we're in Idaho, and what's it called? Minnetonka Falls is right up this road, which is supposed to be cool. It's closed right now, but I don't think we're gonna take the time to see it in the morning. That's it. I think we got the last camping space at this campground, and there are a few more, but we decided just to call it a day.
That's my fault. I didn't want to go any further. I had a bird in the hand moment. Let's just grab it. So anyway, today was good. And I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We get back on the TAT and keep going. So we're gonna set up camp and have a nice night. Hopefully it's not too mosquito-y here. It's crunchy and disgusting.
Lentil tomato pasta.
Mm-hmm.
How's the pasta?
That's the crunchy part.
How's this? What's the savory part?
All my camp meals have been pulverized to a dust. So it's just one savory sort of a meal, like oatmeal.
Mm.
It's disgusting.
Do you think that's what they eat on the International Space Station?
Yeah, if they're vegan. I don't recommend it. How's yours? Did you try it yet?
No, I haven't tried mine yet. Stand by.
John, of the things that you have over there, what's the best?
Between the hot sauce,
Yeah,
the Solstice Lager from Stilla,
yeah.
or the chicken fried rice adventure meal. It smells like chicken and rice. I haven't tasted it yet. It's time to go in. I put a little bit too much water in, so I'm just going to pretend it's chicken and rice soup.
Really?
It's delicious.
What was the one last night that sucked?
Oh, pad thai.
Oh yeah, that was last night.
Was not down with the pad thai. This is really good.
Right.
I have to say, I'm down with it.
Endorsement.
Probably
Yeah,
going to put a little hot sauce in it. Give it a little kick, but not bad.
That's been hooked to my bike for thousands of miles.
Yes.
It did have one day where it seasoned my bike, but it's been pretty solid.
It just
Is it all
had
cracked?
a little output on my hand.
Output on your hand is not something you want at dinner time.